Okay, so here we are, we're gonna draw the tree. And just have fun drawing the tree. You can look at different trees, different outlines. You can practice them on a different piece of paper. I'm gonna do my tree a little bit different this time. You can follow me, or you can do a tree expression any way you would like to do your tree. Tree's very organic. I'm gonna do a shorter trunk this time. So I'm starting about at the center. It doesn't have to be exactly centered, but I'm gonna draw my trunk to start with. And I had a bigger trunk here, a longer trunk. I'm gonna shorten it because I want more petals up here, I think. At least that's what I'm thinking right now. So I went from the horizon, I went up above the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock position a little bit. And now I'm gonna start branching off with one branch, and I'm gonna start branching off with another branch. And I'm just going to section off this tree into about 5 major branches. And again, you can do your tree with a bigger trunk, but here are my major branches. And then I'm going to have those branches come off, and each branch has thickness to it, okay? So there's one side of the branch and the other. So make sure to draw, and then it can branch off here, branch. So it's all coming off the center branch. Very organic. Let's see what happens. I think I want some branch down in this space here, branching up. This way I can get more leaves in here by having a shorter trunk. I have to say, when I first drew when I drew this tree, I thought it was really an ugly tree. And you know, now I think, it's not a bad tree at all. It's an okay tree. But I didn't erase it. I just said, it is what it is. And you know what, there's sometimes our trees that aren't as pretty as other trees. And they're still life forms. They're still valued in the world. They still produce fruit and flowers and beautiful leaves. They still provide shade. See, there's a lot of little V's created, little offshoots. You can go outside and you can look at some trees. I want to put a branch into this space here. Now, it might take you a little bit longer to do your tree. Let yourself do those beginning branches and have it say, yep, that's my tree. There's some areas in here that I'm not too happy with how fat that got, so I might just want to make that a little skinnier here. Yeah. All right, and now I'm going to draw the roots below the tree. And the roots below the tree are often very, very similar to the roots above the tree, except they're smaller. And so I'm just gonna go out. And they too have little V's. And they're sort of wiggly. They're not straight lines. Again, they're roots going deep into the earth. Okay. Great. So go ahead and finish your tree. Take your time, pause the video, and then come back and we'll draw the leaves when you're ready to draw the leaves. So let's go ahead and add some leaves. Now you'll see on this drawing, and I think, you know, when first people see it at first, they say, oh, it's lovely. Now there aren't very many leaves on here. I'm gonna experiment this next one with putting more leaves on, and you're gonna have the advantage of seeing what it looks like to decide if you wanna put more or less leaves. But I'm gonna try putting a few more on this time and just see how I like that. So a leaf is just a shape of, like we did here, just moving it out from a point, bulging it out and back, bulging it back in. And I find that when we put things together, if we can put them in clumps of odd numbers, like 3 or 5, I think I'm gonna like the more leaves. And because we're seeing leaves from different perspectives, they don't need to be exactly the same shape at all. Yes, I'm definitely liking more leaves. And you might like less leaves. It's all good. You can practice on the side making some of your petals on a different piece of paper if you want to. I think I'm going to put a little branch here because I want to add some leaves here. I think I'm going to take this one away because I want to put some leaves there. I think it's because it's springtime that I want to put more leaves. If I was doing this and it was autumn, I might like to put more leaves along the ground because I'd be doing an autumn mandala. But here I am doing a mandala in the springtime. And the abundance feels really good to be able to have a lot of leaves. I think that's great. Can we come in a little bit more like this? Okay. All right, everybody. That finishes up the drawing our mandala. And our next step is going to be painting. And this is going to be the longest video doing the drawing. So good job, everybody. I'll see you later.